Halo semuanya, selamat sore, selamat datang di
Halo,
acara
selamat
spesial kita hari
datang.
ini. Kita sekarang ada di acara INDI Digital Event. Terima kasih kepada semua yang telah hadir dan menjadi bagian dari acara ini. Gimana nih perasaannya teman-teman hari ini? Bisa ditulis di kolom chat ya. Pastinya kalian juga semangat ya buat belajar topik-topik yang baru dan menarik yang akan dibahas di webinar ini. Nah, buat sekarang mungkin bisa perkenalkan untuk moderator dan speaker kita hari ini. Untuk moderator kita ada dari Misana sebagai Executive Director Business Development Indi Teknologi yang akan membimbing jalannya acara ini. Dan sebagai speaker kita memiliki Mr. Andre sebagai co-founder dari Gravity Field yang akan memberikan wawasan yang sangat berharga mengenai topik yang akan menjadi bahan materi dari webinar ini. Oke, terima kasih sudah hadir kepada Misana dan Miss Andre. Mr. Andre,
Anjay.
iya, Misana dan Mr. Andre, terima kasih ya udah mau hadir hari ini.
Oh iya, kedengeran ya?
Nah, sekarang mungkin ke Misana. Halo Misana.
Halo Abi, terima kasih.
Iya, terima kasih Misana udah
Iya,
mau hadir. Iya, Misana.
oke.
Jadi mungkin would you like to introduce yourself and also maybe add a few words to the participants?
Ya, siap. Halo teman-teman, senang bertemu dengan semua. Eh, Hari ini speaker kami itu akan pakai bahasa Inggris, ya. Tapi tolong kalau tidak mengerti apa aja, tolong silakan tanya bahasa Indonesia di chat. Kami akan bantu translate. Saya masih bisa sedikit bahasa Indonesia karena saya sudah 8 tahun di Indonesia kerja dan dengan INDI kami pilih perusahaan teknologi yang paling bagus, paling baru dari seluruh dunia dan bawa ke Indonesia. Jadi Indonesia juga bisa, perusahaan di Indonesia juga bisa pakai teknologi yang paling baru, paling bagus dari seluruh dunia. Dan hari ini kami sangat senang kalian semua berkumpul untuk dengar tentang hyper-personalization, tentang gravity field, perusahaan yang punya teknologi sangat pintar untuk personalization. Dan apa yang paling utama, bahwa tugas itu bukan personalization saja, tugas utama itu increase profit ya untuk bisnis Anda. Jadi kami sangat senang hari ini ada bank, perusahaan bank, ada e-commerce, ada aplikasi beda, ada orang-orang dari web portal. Jadi kami akan berdiskusi apa ini personalization, trend apa ini di personalization, dan bagaimana personalization bisa bantu untuk bisnis Anda dan um, untuk bangun long term relationships with your customers. Yes, so
Saya
jadi
bahasa Inggris.
jadi saya ganti ke bahasa Inggris,
Tak
tapi
cakap
ya,
bahasa Inggris.
oh, siapa itu? Um, speaker hari ini akan pakai bahasa Inggris dan tolong kalau ada yang tidak mengerti, tolong pakai chat dan tanya semua yang menarik di chat, oke? Juga di akhir webinar ini, in the end of this webinar, we also will share with you that a company who wants to get more and gets personalized strategy for personalization in your business, that's gonna be special offer. So thank you very much. Kita semua berkumpul. Ayo mulai. Yeah. So I pass my word, Abi, to Mr. Andre already. Yes. So and we can start. Do we have all materials? Everything ready, right? And we have almost 100 participants. So 92 participants, great. Okay, Mr. Andrei and Mr. Dmitry, the Gravity Field company with advanced technology for personalization. Today's special initiative. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Salamat siang. My name is Dmitry. Nama saya Dmitry. Senang bertemu. I'm from Gravity Field. Today with Mr. Andrei. We are here in Indonesia, and we are very happy to be here with you together. Yes, Mr. Anna, really, almost 100 people today in this webinar. So our goal today is to share information about hyper-personalization, about personalization trends, and about some of our experience and some of our cases, because our company is very well experienced in personalization. We have extended experience in different regions, in different industries, like Mr. Anna already mentioned, banks, e-commerce portals, different websites, applications, and more and more and more. And our goal today to share our experience. And of course, you can type any questions in chat. If you have any questions that you want to ask us in personal, you can also type it in the chat or raise a hand. We have translation here, so you can talk in Indonesian language. You can speak Bahasa, no problem. We have translation. And of course, feel free to communicate, feel free to ask questions. Let's have a dialogue today. So let's start our presentation. INDI team, please start our presentation that you prepare. And I will, yes, screen sharing. Yes, great, thank you very much. So today, our main speaker is Mr. Andrei. Andrei is a co-founder of Gravity Field platform. And I'm a regional director in Southeast Asia market, especially in Indonesia. We launched our platform, we launched our company and our business here in Indonesia. So we're very happy to meet you in person in Jakarta, to drink coffee, to drink tea, to eat very nice and tasty Indonesian food. And before we start, can I ask you to type plus or okay or whatever you want to type in the chat? Do you use personalization in your business if you have some kind of business that potentially could be personalized, like mobile application, website, or maybe some of you work in e-commerce platforms, maybe some of you work in bank industry. Do you use any personalization in your business now? It could be anything, right? Personalization for clients, for your partners, for using your mobile application or websites, anything. Just type plus in the chat or okay or I use, or if you don't use, you can type we don't use. It will be very useful for me for our presentation today to understand who is actually already using this technology or not. So while I will talk about other slides, please type in the chat and I will start. Next slide, please. So yes, let's start with understanding, right? If we talk about personalization, if we talk about especially omni-channel personalization, so actually what it is, right? And where it comes from and why we actually talking about personalization today with you. Next slide, please. The thing is that personalization has always been around, has always been here. Since ancient times, since ancient countries and it's always been here. Just think about personalization as this picture. Someone is holding a specially personalized jewelry as a present. And if we talk about and think about top high-level brands and top high-level, for example, shops, and when you go inside this shop or you get some premium service, they always try to do personalization because everybody actually loves personalization. What is personalization? When you feel as a client, when you feel that your brand, your partner, your company that loves you, you feel that you are special. You feel that you are not just one of the million people in the world. But you feel and you hear and you see that your brand, your company, your partner thinks about you. So next slide, please. And when we talk about personalization today, and we talk about, for example, e-commerce website, when we shifted from this very personal and very personalized experience offline, and when we switched from offline to online, now we see that it is very I can hear, yes, everybody can hear me, right? Please just type something in the chat that everything is great, that everybody can hear me. Yes, plus, thank you very much. If you have any just questions or some troubles with microphones or whatever, just type in the chat. It works great. So when we shifted from very high level personalized experience, for example, when you go to the supermarket, right, or you go to the store where you want to buy some vacuum cleaner or you want to buy some TV or whatever, mobile phone, you can always ask, you can always ask for some advice, or you can ask for some help to choose. Oh, I want vacuum cleaner that have a battery life of, I don't know, 12 hours and not very huge because we don't have enough space in our room, or my wife wants red, I want blue, do you have red and blue? And in the store, inside the store, you can actually ask about your willings, about your preferences. But as you can see here, when you launch a website where you see thousands, millions of items, millions of different products, how actually you can choose what you want. And that's why today many consumer brands, many companies that sell something, not only sell e-commerce like a vacuum cleaner, but for example, even banks, insurance companies, companies that sell any medical products, anything, they all think about personalization. Because today we have so many things to buy and so many things we want that we really can't choose. So that's why it is very crucial to talk about personalization today, because people want to buy things, they want to buy goods, and they want to feel want this personalization experience that they had previously offline and many years ago. Next slide, please. And when we talk about this experience, it is highly crucial to say that this experience combines many data, and not only data, but many contexts and content. So to provide this personalized experience online and through any digital challenge, it is crucial to get as much data and as much information as we can. For example, we should use information from offline and online and offline stores, information from email marketing. We should and we can do different segmentation, that type of users, that type of users. This user's live air condition, that user's live TVs, for example. We should think about our content inside our banners, applications, 3D panels, whatever. And of course, we should think about context. We should think about our users. We should think about user problems, their views, where they come from, what device they use, and for example, what traffic source. And combining all this information today through any digital channel, we can provide this personalized experience online, similar to that I already shared with you previously. When you go inside the store and your own personal, I don't know, bartender know what cocktail you like, or your family doctor knows everything about your family, about your illness, about treats, everything about you. But when you start searching and exploring the web, nobody knows you, right? And today, combining all this information in a one simple platform tools, we can provide this experience. Next slide, please. Text something, please, in the chat. Is everything clear? Do I need to talk slowly, quickly? Do I need to focus on something? Okay, so personalization platform, it is not only a platform that I don't know, collect data. It is also a customer data platform. That means that we understand our customer and we must know our customer. Otherwise, we cannot do any personalization, because if we don't know about preferences, if we don't know about third-party data, or if we do not collect data from other sources, and if we do not store, I mean, keep this data, merge it, that means we cannot use these channels. Next slide, please. We cannot use these channels to create a customer profile. Because when you actually use, for example, your credit card, and you actually go inside the store, and you from the shop, someone who sell you, a bartender, or I don't know, some retailer, they can see how you looks like, how you tall or small or big, what your favorite colors that you wear right now, what your purchase intent. But online, we should collect all this information, keep it, store it, use it, and then after collecting all this information, we can create a customer profile. So based on this information, this is actually already a personalization. The only thing that now you should use it. Next slide, please. Now you should use it. And here it is actually our platform and platforms like us that collect this data, manage this data, store it, keep it, work with this data, and then use it. So it's not enough just to collect data. It's not enough to understand your customer profile. It is also crucial to understand how to work with this data, what channels to use to provide this ability to do some personalization techniques. And here in Gravity Field, in our company, we have extended experience. That's why today we would like to share this experience. We would like to share trends. We would like to share what is actually personalization, how it works, to share some numbers, and to talk about future of personalization with you. Next slide, please. So, um, here I would like to try translating the material into Indonesian language. If you we will share these materials with you later. We will translate it in Indonesian. So yeah, it's no problem, of course. So now I would like to give a word to my colleague, co-founder of Gravity Field, Mr. Andrei. Mr. Andrei will share information about our company, about our cases, and about what we actually do and about how we see the future of personalization in the future. If you have any questions right now, please type in the chat, or you can ask this question later if you would like. Mr. Andrei?
Hello, selamat siang. Yeah, I just met the post to see if there's any questions in the chat. All right, I will introduce myself and ourselves in the meantime. So Dmitry introduced me as the main speaker today. Actually, I think Dmitry is the main speaker and I'm just helping him. Okay, so my name is Andrei and I'm co-founder of Gravity Field Company, which is an international platform for personalization and user experience optimization for e-commerce online businesses. So I've been like 20 years in e-commerce, internet industry, working with global IT companies like SAP, Oracle, Retail, Dynamic Yield, and for a while now, I've been part of Gravity Field. Bringing the personalization to our clients worldwide. So I would like to make just a very brief introduction of who we are at Gravity Field, so you could understand why we're speaking about personalization. Next slide, please. Yeah, so we started from the Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and Russian market like 7 years so far in this market. We're doing personalization for enterprise level companies. And next slide, please. Until 2022, we've been part of the global Dynamic Yield company. So Dynamic Yield is very famous, very popular name in personalization market, personalization sphere. So it's a global company presented all over the world, having the personalization platform, which has been number one in the main global ranking for these kind of solutions. Gartner Magic Quadrant for personalization engines. So Dynamic Yield is number one there for many years in a row, and we've been part of Dynamic Yield for quite many years. And next slide, please. Yeah, so this is the experience, the personalization experience, user optimization experience that we are collecting from like hundreds of Dynamic Yield clients from all over the world, from many different industries like commerce, retail, marketplaces, super apps, finance, telecom, and so on and so forth. And next slide, please. In 2022, we made a kind of spin-off from the Dynamic Yield company and became an independent entity and created our own localized version of personalization platform, which was called Gravity Field. And since then, we're working independently. We became Gravity Field, and this is companies were working in the Eastern European, Central European markets, which also includes industry leaders in e-commerce from sectors like fashion, electronics, DIY, household, telecom companies, banking companies, food tech companies, and so on and so forth. And a very important thing is that being this personalization platform, we are not just a software company, but we also work like an experience aggregator. We collect the personalization expertise, insight, best practices, what is working, what is not working well in which industry, for what types of clients. We collect all that experience, all that information, all that knowledge from all these hundreds of clients from different parts of the world. We store that. We think through that thoroughly. We think how we could apply it to other clients, and in this webinar we would be happy to share our experience, insights, some interesting cases and examples of what we're doing, and also which trends we see in the sector. Where does personalization go? Where will it be very soon? So okay, the next one. Yeah, so this is about the presence, nowadays presence of gravity field company. So as I told, we started from Eastern Europe and then started our geographical expansion. And now we started our business in Indonesia and settled the office in Jakarta. We really believe in the great potential and huge growth of technology and innovation in Indonesia. And this is definitely one of our main, most important markets presence for us. Yeah, so we would like to start with the trends. Where does the personalization go worldwide? What are the main things we're seeing here? And I guess Dmitry will jump in here to talk a little bit about that.
Okay, sure. Yes, thank you, Andrei. So I hope it's a little bit clear about personalization today. So please type in chat. Actually, is it understandable? Do you think that personalization is something that potentially could be very useful and helpful in your business if you don't use it now? So personalization is, as I already mentioned, when you as a client, you get what you want, right? And when you think and you feel love of your brand, of your company, when you get something that gives you ability and gives you understanding that your company, your partner, whatever, they knows you. But how it actually works today, mostly it works manually. Like someone is sitting in front of computer, typing, running campaigns, creating, like, let's think about this type of audience, like think about that type of audience. But it is always challenging to scale that type of business and to scale this type of personalization, because people want to buy more every day. We have so many goods, we have so many e-commerce platforms, we have so many things, and we need to turn scalable engines. And one of the scalable engines, of course, is AI. And of course, everybody talk about AI today. Everybody talk about ChatGPT, and this is the most, I don't know, the most famous brand today in the world, I guess. Maybe just in the one list, and with like Apple and Nike, because it is very understandable, right? It is very easy to use it, and we understand how it works. You just type a question and got the answer. The thing is that ChatGPT is also, I can say, AI engine, but many different AI engines and different AI models. And when you are e-commerce platform, when you're a bank or whatever, when you're any type of business, you can also use AI-driven engine, AI-driven campaigns and techniques. How? There's so many machine learning engines and machine learning optimization platforms and techniques and algorithms that you can include in your business. And the thing is that it's already happening right now. 92% of companies that sell something already using some AI-driven personalization techniques. And we in Gravity Field, we also use it since maybe. Sorry, is it was a question or not? I think no. So once again, if you have any questions, just type or yeah, you can use the
Type.
column. Okay, so one of the trend is AI-driven personalization. When you use artificial intelligence, when you use machine learning, and you combine role of your customer success manager or marketing managers with artificial intelligence inside your platform, inside your business. So once again, in Gravity Field, we already do that. And here you can see actually the screenshots of our dynamic allocation machine learning optimization system that we use inside our platform and provide really great results. We can deliver uplift in sales more than 100% using these AI tools. Next slide, please. But not only AI-driven personalization is the key and is the trend for 2024, but also predictive analytics. So actually, what is it? It is not enough just to understand, as I already mentioned in the beginning of this webinar, it's not just enough to understand some interest of your profile of your customer. It is really crucial to collect data from many sources. It is crucial to understand from what source, from what platform your customer, your visitors, your users came from. It is crucial to understand what type of device they have. Do they have iPhone, or do they have, like, for example, Android, or do they use MacBook or any other type of device? It is really, really crucial to collect different types of data today, combine it, to use CRM system, ERP system, to combine data from different offline and online partners that you have, and to use this analytics, to think about this analytic as one solid piece of information. It's not separate from each other. And here, this is an interesting thing, that predictive analytics can be useful for AI engine, because if you will collect this data and when you will ask AI engine and machine learning to use this information to predict something, it will be much more effective, of course. And of course, some cases from our banking industry revenue. So we, using this predictive analytics, we uplift revenue for some of our clients from banks, for financial industries, up to 20%, and conversion rate up to 23% for our travel industry clients. Next slide, please. I hope that's clear. So let's talk about hyper-personalization, of course. So what is
Dima?
Yeah.
Maybe I just, for this, just like to make it again even more I just summarize in a few words, and please kalau ada so I just summarize in a few words in Indonesian language, like mixed English.
Sure. Yeah.
Jadi teman-teman, itu era of personalization ya. Jadi itu sudah tidak cukup web page biasa, tidak cukup e-commerce biasa, sudah harus personalisasi semua. Jadi bisnis bisa dapat conversion rate dari user ke buyer lebih tinggi ya. Jadi lebih banyak user jadi buyer, lebih cepat, lebih gampang, dan juga untuk user itu juga sangat bagus karena lebih cepat, lebih gampang bisa dapat yang mau, yang cocok untuk budget, yang cocok untuk apa suka, ya. Itu personalisasi bantu. Jadi personalisasi bagus berdua untuk pasar, untuk perusahaan-perusahaan, dan untuk user. Dan sekarang perusahaan yang mulai pakai personalisasi, bukan manual, bukan orang-orang aja, tapi perusahaan yang mulai pakai personalisasi dengan AI, itu bisa optimisasi tim, bisa optimisasi staff. Jadi tim kerja untuk tugas pintar dan personalisasi buat semua dengan platform, ya. Seperti ini. Ayo kami lanjut, oke? Dan persiapkan pertanyaan, oke? Okay, I just summarized, dear Dmitry, and now we're ready to continue.
Terima kasih, Anna. Terima kasih. So yes, thank you very much for summarizing. Let's jump into other trends. If you think that this trend is helpful for you, you can also type something in the chat, because it is also useful for us to understand, do you think that some of these trends could be helpful for your business, for your companies, where you work, or if you're a student, if you study some IT disciplines, do you think that information that you have here today, it is something interesting for you? Because this is like just the edge of technology for IT and e-commerce and IT in general today. So what is hyper-personalization? Because hyper-personalization is also the trend, and actually we have the name of this webinar is hyper-personalization, because hyper means something huge, big, high level, right? This is hyper, this is super hyper. What does it mean actually? And why it's different to personalization? The thing is that we need to create the word to describe that the personalization that was before hyper-personalization is just personalization. But of course, some people and some companies don't even use it simple personalization. The hyper-personalization can level up this ability to provide and to deliver personalized experience to customers. Because in classical personalization, we can, of course, do real-time personalization. We can combine different sources. We can combine different types of data, like affinity profile of users, their purchase intent, the geographic, genders, whatever. The thing is that when we try to leverage this experience and to leverage real-time behavioral data and other predictive analytics to tailor user experience to the high level, it is crucial, it is really important to think outside of real time. We should think about different time zones. We should think about different blocks. We should think about analytics. We should think about something bigger than just marketing. We should think as our client, and we should understand that today, based on the weather condition, it could be different purchase intent for our clients, and tomorrow it could be different. So that's why we use not only real-time data, but of course we use analytics, we use AI, we create automations to create this customer and targeted experiences, and to think and we think about our clients in the whole customer journey, what he will buy tomorrow, and what the behavior was yesterday, and how we should satisfy our shopper, our buyer, how we can provide loyalty for him. And so hyper-personalization is actually the opportunity, right, for distinction, for enabling brands and retailers to provide a more context-sensitive experience. So based on context, not only or based on user experience, but based on context that our customers have today. So think about that in a way that in two different brands, and one brand can deliver personalized experience based only on shoppers and buyers customer profile, and other can use the context where the store is located, what weather we have today, and what, for example, worldwide news, what worldwide situation we have today. So based on the whole picture, we can provide this hyper-personalization. I hope that that's clear. Let's jump to other slide. We have not so many slides in trends today, but this one is very, very important. So I would like to ask you, everybody, just pay attention to dynamic content. And add DJ microphone to this logo, and it provides revenue and CTR uplift because people who are DJs and musicians, they thought that this is a special website, special e-commerce marketplace for musicians. So very simple thing can uplift your sales. And as already mentioned, it's not enough just to have technology. It's not enough just to collect data. It is really, really crucial to think how to use all this type of information today. Next slide. Yes, and of course, data privacy. So what is actually data privacy? It is always crucial, of course. We work with many clients in Europe, Eastern Europe, Western Europe. They all are about data privacy, GDPR policies, CCPA policies, and other policies. And today, actually, not even today, but maybe since 2021, everybody talks about zero cookie policies and no cookie policies. That maybe some of you know that every company data provider use cookies that's hosted and stored in your laptop or in your mobile phone, and the browser uses cookies. It calls cookies because like cookies that you eat, and we use these cookies to collect data and to use data. So some companies like Google, they already clarified that they will continue like a cookie-free personalization. They will continue the cookie-free policy because based on these cookies and based on the user behavior, many brands do advertising. So that's why it is crucial to think about that, to read some reports and to dive into these data policies, data privacy policies, because when you grow your business, when you grow your marketplaces or any type of businesses, you should be very, very careful about data that you host, data that you collect, and data that you use, because sometimes some type of data is even illegal to get and to host and to collect. For example, we in Gravity Field, we do not collect any data. We do not host any data. We just only use data that our clients provide for us. So that's why we're fully compliable with all policies, with all trends, with all privacies. And it is really, really crucial to think about that when you start any IT project, any IT business today in 2023, 2024. So just think about that is something important. Talk to people who are very well educated in this topic, because yeah, already mentioned it's a very important and crucial today. So next slide, please. And one of the huge trends that we see in the world, not only in Eastern Europe, but actually everywhere, especially here, also here in Indonesia, in the Southeast Asia market, it calls retail media. Actually, this is a type of advertising that e-commerce platforms, marketplaces, that they can use to promote brands. For example, you see here some examples of Amazon, Walmart, and Shopee, right? For example, this juice machine you see on the first screenshot. Juice machine, the brand that produces this juice machine, they want to promote themselves. So they want to boost their sales inside the marketplace, inside Amazon, inside Walmart, inside Shopee, whatever. How can they do that? How can they boost sales inside the store? If we talk about offline business, you can use this merchandise rules. You can talk with the store manager to put your item offline somewhere in a visible place. But what about the marketplaces? So one of the main trends today in e-commerce and in retail, in personalization, when customers get personalized products and brands can pay to promote their brands inside the stores. So if you're a brand, if you're a brand manager, if you work if you have some product that you sell inside the supermarket, inside the e-commerce platform marketplaces, now you can have ability to promote and use personalization to promote your products. Or if you work inside the stores, inside the marketplaces, now you have ability to work with your brands, with your clients. I mean, clients like someone who produce goods, right? To provide this personalization experience for them and for your clients. So retail media is very important thing today, 2023/2024. So have a look at this new era of retail media, and for sure, I have guarantee that in the nearest future, so many, maybe actually any brands that sell something, they will start thinking about retail media. Next slide, please. Yeah, just some slides on how you can do that. Yeah, and also product listing page personalizations. It's also part of retail media trend. And key features of this product personalization, like different algorithms, merchandising, business logic, product filtering, and so on, so on, so on. The thing is that we can show different products of different brands to different types of users based on many strategies. So not only products that are listed by marketplaces or even not marketplaces, for example, banks, but actually, if you're a store, if you're a brand, if you sell something, you can use personalization right now to work with your brands that produce goods and to provide this experience to your customers. Next slide, please. Yeah, and so predictive audiences to predict user behavior. I already mentioned that we should collect all this data. Yeah, we should collect all this information, and later we can understand how our audience will buy or not our product. For example, we can do segmentations of different types of audiences, and based on the huge amount of information, huge amount of data, we can predict this user behavior. And we already use this predictive audiences to predict this user behavior based on different metrics like purchase or CTR or clicks. And the thing is that when you have all this data, you, with very high chance, you can predict, will your customer buy your product or not? And this is really high level of hyper-personalization, because you know, do you need to sell your product or not? Because if you know that your audience will not buy your product, and you know it even before you start selling something, this is the future, right? So this is a trend for 2024. Next, please. So this is the trend to 2024, and now we have some cases from the past. Now before we were talking about future, and now I would like to ask Andrei to share some experience and cases from the past. I hope this trends was helpful for you. Please type something in the chat. Because yeah, I don't know for sure if it was useful or not. For you, I hope yes. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about jumping from the future to the past. Actually, just a figure of speech, and I think that those examples and cases we would like to share that actually illustrate the future trends we've just been talking about, how they already happen, how they're already used in the present time, what's happening, what's going on, and how does it work. So hopefully these examples would be also interesting and exciting for you. And please feel free to ask questions anytime. I will be happy to clarify details, go into details, and answer any questions. Let's please make it as interactive as possible. Thank you. All right, so let's jump to the first one, and this is a very interesting case that attracts attention of any audiences all over the world. And this is something we do with a global food tech company, restaurant company called McDonald's. This is something that our parent company, Dynamic Yield, has been doing with McDonald's in America and some other countries, and also something that we did in Russian market as private field with them as well. So let's go to the slide, please. Okay, so we started interestingly. So Dmitry spoke a lot about omni-channel personalization, saying that the personalized user experience is not only about your mobile application or web, but actually it can be distributed to absolutely any interaction channel, no matter what is that. Is it like a kiosk or terminal in offline placement, call center, marketing campaign or advertisement campaign, Google Glasses, Apple Watch, whatever we can connect physically with, we can personalize that experience. And for McDonald's restaurant, one of their main channels of communicating directly with customers and doing sales is drive-through. So imagine the drive-through settlement of McDonald's restaurant. You drive in the car, coming closer to electronic menu, then you select your dishes, you make your order, and you pay for it, you go to the next window, and you get your meals. That's it. So, well, you know that McDonald's menu is very long. So imagine you have to order several dishes for your lunch, and then you like, for example, to order a burger, you need to tap many times. You need to go to the menu, to the category, and then scroll it, and then click on the burger, and then add additional ingredients, and so on and so forth. So you have to tap maybe like 10 times to order to add just one dish to the order. So it goes on and on. You need to find every product, you need to order it, and so on. And then also in the peak times, high peak times, there is a whole queue, a whole line of cars beyond you, and of course it is kind of a bottleneck of the drive-through restaurant settlement, because the speed sometimes gets slow, and also it turns the customer in a lot of stress, because you see a line behind you, and maybe you're in a hurry yourself. You have kids in your car. Okay, I need to order it as quickly as possible, and you don't even have time to think what you want now, what you don't want now, what else you would like to try. Maybe there are some new things, some interesting offers, and so on. But you're really in the kind of stress and the hurry, and you tap on the menu and you try to do it as quick as possible. So maybe this situation is familiar to you as well. So what we did here, actually, many a huge portion, tens of percent, maybe over half of McDonald's customers are like loyal customers that come regularly. Some come several times a week, some comes more rarely, but still they continue coming, and most of them actually order the same dishes, the same products. So, for example, I prefer cheeseburger with French fries and this kind of sauce and a cappuccino. And every time I came to McDonald's, I take the same things over and over again. So what we did, first of all, you need to recognize and identify a customer. There are actually several technological ways to do that. The first thing we started with was very interesting. It was actually a camera filming the car and recognizing the plate number. So once you approach in the electronic menu, they recognize your plate number. They say, okay, we remember you. We know who you are, and we remember what are your favorite dishes. What do you usually order at McDonald's? Okay, but actually we tried other methods for that, and probably over time the method that gets, which is more boring actually, but proved itself to be like the most effective, is when you use your when you scan your mobile app, or when you bring your phone close to the terminal, and it just recognizes you through Bluetooth, or through yeah. Right. So you entering, you're recognized, and then the electronic menu gets fully rearranged in front of the car. So we know what you're usually ordering, and then here we go. We can show your favorite dishes right on the very first screen. You don't need to tap many times in the menu to find the product. Here you go. Here's your cheeseburger. Here's your French fries. Here your cappuccino. We know what you're ordering, so you can order it with just one click from the very first screen. But moreover, as soon as we have freed a lot of time, you can now think of what you else might be interested in. And okay, we can offer something else. So you're ordering a coffee, and here is maybe a dessert for your coffee. And here are the specials, and here are other things that you could purchase together with what you usually ordering. So some cross sell and upsell scenarios. And also maybe there are new meals that you might be interested in, and we can predict that, comparing you to other customers that look alike yourself, and here's what else you might be interested in, and so on. So like the whole point of this thing is to do, actually there are 2 points here. So first of all, we help you to make your order way better, or way quicker. Sorry, you can do it many times quicker. And actually the result of that was that the average ordering time used to be like several minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I don't remember the exact numbers, but something like that. And it turns into tens of seconds. Instead of several minutes, it became several tens of seconds. Like really hugely quicker. And that means the speed how the line goes through the drive-through, it just became times faster, and that means much more revenues, tens of percents, double-digit percent revenue growth for drive-through, especially in the peak hours, which was a huge bottleneck for McDonald's. So that's one thing. So the speed, which means more sales, especially in the peak time. But another thing was the average order value and average number of items in your receipt, because now you have more free time, and you can think of I can take a dessert to my drink. I can get something else. I didn't buy it before because I was in a hurry and I didn't even think about that. But now I can do that, and I can try this, or maybe I can try that, and so on. So the customers started adding more items on average into their receipt, and that also drove revenue to the new phase. And by the way, interestingly, so apart from understanding your personal preferences and offering cross-sell things, the machine learning recommendation algorithm also consider the context of the interaction. And there are many interesting things here. So for example, it's the current weather right in this place. So obviously it's quite technically easy. We understand the location where the terminal is located, and we can easily retrieve current weather from servers, from special services. And for example, we can understand, is it hot or is it cold? Is it sunshine or is it raining? And so on. And obviously there are huge correlations with consumption patterns. In cold, rainy time, you would prefer hot coffee, and when it's very hot and sunny, you would prefer a kind of refreshing drink, and so on. Also, for example, the location was very important. Is it a town center, or is it highway drive road outside of the city, or maybe it's a mall? Is it a business day, or is it a weekend? Is it Monday daytime, or is it evening or night? All those things are very important. And also, by the way, even the stocks right in the restaurant, because we can have plenty of one ingredient for the meals, and we can be running low on other ingredients. And what is how busy are certain lines? That's a very important thing, and algorithm actually took into account all those factors and tweak their recommendations, fine tune their recommendations using that. So it can offer you a hot drink or a cold drink. It can understand, it can recognize the consumption patterns in business days, weekends, in the town center, in the mall, outside of the city, in a highway, and so on. That all was very important. So there was a huge case. There was, actually, it's maybe it sounds like something fantastic, but technology is very technologically it's very easy. That's something that we're doing with like many clients in mobile apps and webs, and this is like a common task there, working here and there. But in those electronic menu, this was something different, something surprising. The body is like familiar, seeing those algorithms, that kind of AI working in electronic menus in the restaurant. There was something new, but actually technologically that's not a big deal, because the terminal in the restaurant is pretty much like the mobile app. It uses the same technology, same frameworks. So again, but those simple cases were really huge. So we drove the revenues like double digit of percents, and that's really huge money. And then we scaled. Please go on to the next slide. And we obviously started scaling to terminals inside the restaurants itself. That's actually something we've been in the very beginning. We're just scaling there, but what is already working is personalization mobile apps. And it's something we are doing very actively in the Russian market, for example. And it's also a very interesting project. So actually, in the restaurants, like 30 or 40% of McDonald's customers are using their phone to identify themselves in the restaurant. So they put the phone to the terminal, and they are identified. And McDonald's uses very complicated systems of personalized offers. So like they create tens of offers every week or every month, and the idea is to like create a unique combination of different meals, personalized to everyone, and make a special pricing to them, like build your combo dinner, burger plus side dish plus drink plus dessert maybe, and get a special price for the whole bundle. Or I don't know, get two cappuccino, that's this dish and that dish together, and get a special price. So actually, those users who identify themselves in the restaurant, they kind of using their personal menu. They're not using the common menu and common pricing. They have personal menu and personal pricing just for them, built by recommendation algorithm, and also all this pricing and bundling and offering technique. So that's very interesting. That's something that McDonald's team is working constantly, and they applying those recommendation algorithms to make all those to create the menu and pricing and so on, totally personalized. And that's something that is working in mobile app as well. That's very important because those loyal customers actually before they go to the restaurant, they first go to the app and they see what offers are there. And they already actually many times they're already making their decisions right in mobile app. They see, okay, I have this offer. Actually, my son is doing that. He's 13 years old. Sorry. He's also a loyal customer, and he does it exactly. So every time before he goes to McDonald's, he goes to the phone and see, okay, I have this offer and this offer. Okay, today I will try this one. I like that one. And then he goes to the restaurant, puts his phone, and then okay, I'm taking this one and gets the dish physically. So, like, actually, the discovering and browsing and making a choice, making a decision happens right in the mobile app, and the restaurant is just a place to take the meals and eat it. And that's also where we are working, and this kind of personalization things works very well. And I think that's a great example of this kind of omnichannel personalization. All right, let's go next. Yeah, that was a huge deal, which really made a great impact of McDonald's business and already that kind of digital interaction with customers, and that led several years ago that led to a huge deal between Dynamic Yield and McDonald's for over $300 million. All right, let's go next. And another, yeah, that's a great thing about huge marketplace, huge European marketplace, and actually that's something we're doing with many of our customers, marketplace customers or multi-category retailers, super apps, and so on. So Dmitry already told a lot about that, and I'm just going to go a little bit deeper to that case study. Let's go next, please. All right. So whenever you think about a marketplace, super app, and so on, what is the biggest challenge for that kind of customers? So one of the biggest challenge is actually you have a huge assortment of products and services you're offering, a huge number of many different things, and it's because of that's an advantage on the one hand, because you go to a single app and you can do many things. You can like solve many different problems there. That's a great thing. But like the flip side of that is that it's always very challenging for a user to find what he or she needs. There are so many things that finding something, discovering something might be very challenging. And how do we solve that? So we use our personalization engine. That's pretty much the same logic. So we have the three things, three components. We have the data about the user. So as long as you are constantly, regularly using this app, we understand who you are. We understand your profile of preferences. What are you interested in? What are you not interested in? Which product categories? Do you have family? Do you have kids? What are your hobbies? What are your likes or dislikes? And so on and so forth. Many things. And also, interestingly, we can use our AI algorithms to predict something about you. So even if you don't show your interest in something, because maybe you like certain category of products, but you're buying it elsewhere, not here in our app. But we can compare you to other users, and based on that, we can make a conclusion that actually you should be interested in that as well. And then we can offer that to you. We can offer a special price for that, and maybe you can switch from the competitor to this shop to this store. Okay, so one thing is data and understanding the interests and profile of the customer. Another thing is context of interaction in this exact moment of time. So, what are you doing right now? What are you looking for? Where did you came from? Whether you came from maybe your desktop or mobile phone, is it a daytime or nighttime, business day, weekends, whatever else. Many things to tell us about what's happening right now, which task are you trying to, which problem are you trying to solve right now. Okay, and the third, so one is data, another one is context, and the third component is content. What we can show on
Sorry, what is third component? Just
content that
content.
we can show on the app page. So everything, all kinds of user experience or UI elements, no matter what, whether it's banners, product recommendations, product listing pages, offers, menus, navigation controls, search fields, whatever else you can show on this page. There are many things you can show there. And I've set up all this content that can be shown on the page. And then you should think about the personalization platform as an engine that brings together all these three elements: data, context, and content, and build this page for each user in real time. And the page becomes totally unique and totally personalized for this user. So once you enter into the app page, it is built in real time just for you. So the engine actually decides which content we need to show right now, individually to you, and also maybe what should it look like visually, how the page should be arranged, what should we show first and second and third, and so on and so forth. So that's exactly the answer to this great challenge of a marketplace, a super app. There are many things there, and you can really deep dive and drown in that variety of things. But okay, we know what you are interested in, what you're looking into, and like this app page will be built right for you, so you can immediately find what you want. You just come there and here it is. You just see it from the very first page. That's the idea what we're trying to do. And the case about this marketplace, and actually that's something we're doing with many other customers. So actually we create, I call it personas. So persona is an audience based on like a long time behavioral pattern, like consumption pattern of a user. So, for example, for this marketplace, well, they had people interested in electronics and in gadgets. They had like people interested in decorating their home and interior and so on. They had, for example, women interested in beauty and cosmetics and things like that, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And we build those personas, and then we turn the whole user experience for each of those audiences, which was tailored exactly for them. Like Dmitry gave an example about DJs and musicians. So you come to this marketplace, and it actually looked like a marketplace for musicians. They have banners with audio, musician, DJ equipment. You have product recommendations, and even everything about that, and even like the style becomes like more cool, musical, that something like that. And once you, for example, a lady interested in beauty, things like that, you come there again. You see your own experience. You have your products, your categories, your banners, your offers, and even the visuals became more maybe like pink colors and something like that, more tailored to that audience. So it's the same. Actually, it's the same app. It's the same marketplace. It's the same company, the same assortment, but different people from different personas are coming there, and it looks totally different for them. And it looks like a marketplace for beauty, marketplace for musicians, marketplace for home decorating, and so on. Marketplace for family with kids, and so on and so forth. That's really fantastic. So you can switch slides. So this is just examples of different user experience for different audience. You can see how the homepage of this app totally changes appearance for different audiences. So you can
Dear
switch the slide,
Andrei,
please.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear Andrei, sorry to interrupt. I just want to also to hear like how many companies Gravity Field used to work with, like has experience to work with, like how many companies like Gravity Field has experience.
Mm-hmm. So as the independent company, Gravity Field, which we became quite a short time ago, we're working with like 30 customers in Eastern Europe, Russia, and Asia. we're growing like twice every year. Also, we're a partner and a spin-off of Dynamic Yield, global company, which has actually hundreds of customers from all over the world, and we also collect all that experience from all those customers as well.
Yeah, so what I just also to highlight what we show, it's already proven technology, proven platform, which allows for dozens and hundreds of companies in the world, all around the world, different countries already use, already apply to increase sales, to make customer experience more efficient, to make business also running in a better way, and make any service, any platform more competitive. Yes, because now basically anyone can build e-commerce platform, anyone can build like special app, but what makes what creates a difference, this is personalization. Yes, personalization creates a difference and creates that important advantage which differentiates your company and your service, especially for such a competitive industries as banks and e-commerce. It helps, personalization itself helps to build loyal relations, like to build higher loyalty relations with your users, and to make from users to customers, like for buyers. And like for today, I think we already have some questions. Maybe like dear Andrei, can you please just like just like very briefly show that like how many we prepared for today, so many some like examples. Yes, so could you just like briefly go, so our audience see that it's really like huge experience which we bring to the table and which we share today, and then we go into questions and answers session, so we also get feedback from audience. And now I speak Indonesian a bit. So apa yang sangat penting bahwa untuk perusahaan yang tertarik bisa jadwal customized ya personalization strategies. Jadi untuk perusahaan Anda, kami siap jadwal meeting khusus dan persiapkan untuk meeting ini personalization strategies. Jadi dari tim Gravity Field ini akan kasih pengalaman, kasih expertise untuk bantu perusahaan di Indonesia. Siapa hadir webinar hari ini khusus bisa dapat itu personalization strategies. Yeah, so in English, for today participants of webinar, we are very glad to schedule special meetings for companies which already ready to implement, to consider, and we ready to schedule meeting to discuss and prepare personalization strategies for your company. Yeah, so it's gonna be from with expertise of Gravity Field, which they will prepare for your special industry, for your special company. So please let us know to our Indian administrator who interested to schedule also this special meeting with personalization strategies. Okay.
Yes, and Miss Anna, also I just wanted to share if we have just 5 minutes more, so maybe some of our attendees today have something to share. Maybe someone already have some website, e-commerce or any website they want to share. And right now online, we will give some suggestions based on this information that our guest today can share.
That's interesting offer. Jadi kalau sudah siap untuk audit ya. Kalau siap untuk periksa dan berdiskusi langsung contoh dengan bisnis Anda, tolong silakan. Please, if you're ready to show your business here, we glad to also suggest. Yeah, but if more convenient in individual way, please also let us know so we schedule a personal special meeting for you. And then we continue, we go through experience cases, and we also ask we also reply questions. Yes, so yeah, let's continue. We gonna please, Abi, please let us know what time, what schedule, what time we have, so we feel comfortable to share more, to give more, and to also to manage reply all the questions.
Okay, yes, thank you, Miss Anna. I think for the discussion with the participants can be also merged with the Q&A session.
Yeah, we have some questions already in the chat. Yes, let me answer. So the question is, how many users I can apply it? So as I understood correctly, it means that how many users you should have on your website, mobile application, or your digital screen to start to personalize, to start this personalization experience, to actually work with gravity field, for example. Actually, we work in Gravity. We work with clients and with the mobile application website that have around 500,000 users monthly. But we can start with less numbers because we do not only provide the technology itself, but we also provide expertise. So, for example, we already have some negotiations with clients in Indonesia, and some of them have only 100 and 200,000 users monthly. So 200K and 100K monthly. And we start actually with consulting. I can say consulting. So we provide strategies, we provide some suggestions, we tell them how they can build the product to better answer to this needs of their clients. So to work with the personalization itself, with the platform, with our technology, with our AI engine, it should be minimum 500K monthly. It's better to have 1 million. But as already mentioned, we can start with less numbers. Next question. What is the business model? As also I understood the business model for us, for Gravity Field, we have B2B SaaS business models. That means that this is subscription-based model. Okay, thanks. So this is a subscription. As a client, you pay monthly and yearly to work with us, to work with our company, to work with our platform. And through this contract, you get access not only the platform itself, not only the technology, but you also get access to more than 400 400 clients, expertise for 400 clients, because we have extended experience in this field, and we will suggest some advices to you. If we already have some personalization, do we need still it? Of course, of course, because personalization, so different levels of personalization, and of course, as already mentioned, we do not only bring the technology, but also we bring our strategies, our analytics, researches, and our experience and expertise. So just test, and you will see that we can bring you more value. Of course, if you have it, it's great. please continue to do that. We can help you to bring more. We will take how can I implement hyper-personalization healthcare? Good question. We have one client at the moment from health tech industry, and we have already prepared for them this personalization strategies. So let's jump into the call after this meeting, and I will share our suggestions specifically for health tech industry. Yes, very good question. Thank you very much. Mr. Andrei, maybe you want to add something about our, I don't know, clients, B2B business model.
Yeah, regarding especially, for example, regarding healthcare, if like some specific experience and understanding, because it's quite like not that common as products. Yes. So
yes, exactly.
What is the specific?
For example, insurance calculator. So our client, they want to build insurance calculator, and we provide some suggestions for them. What buttons, where the buttons should be, what pop-ups should they use, what search should they use for health tech and these medical products, because it's really different, very different to e-commerce, but inside that it is a little bit similar to banks financial industry.
We have a very interesting example with a bank. With a bank, actually, if I can chime in for a minute at that one. So just to demonstrate an idea. So I had a bank which had a page, a landing page for consumers loan. You go to the loan, you see the main banner with some fancy picture, then you see the general information about loan, the USPs, advantages, how would it work, and then in the bottom of the page you have a loan calculator, so you can calculate what is the size of loan, what will be the monthly payment, the interest rate, and so on and so forth. And actually they did an A/B test, so they're trying to understand whether they need to show this calculator in the bottom of the page, right after the main banner, but above the fold in the first page. So like you go to the landing page, you can immediately calculate everything, or in the bottom now of the page below. That was the question. They did an A/B test, and they actually saw that it's better working when the calculator is in the bottom of the page. But actually, what then? The personalization AI algorithm came up and say, no, that's not the whole picture. Actually, on average, for whole traffic, the calculator works better when it's below. But actually, you have a portion of users, and it's actually about 20% of your traffic, which come from loan aggregators. So there are those like banking, fintech, marketplaces, aggregators. So like you go there, you're saying, okay, I want a loan, and they show you like offers from many different banks. You can compare them, and if you like something, you can click, and then you jump to the page of the bank itself. And so the people coming from that kind of fintech marketplaces or aggregators, actually for them, it worked much better when the calculator is on the top of the page. So obviously the hypothesis here is that like most of the users, they're just thinking about the loan, they come to the page and they want to like get the general information first. What is that? How does it work? How long it takes to approve the loan and so on. And then like calculating is the final step in their decision process. Those who came from aggregators, that's already very prepared users, hot users. They already thought about all those things, and they want to calculate right now what will be the payment, how much money I get, and so on. And what we did, so for all the users, we put it on the top. This calculator put it on the bottom of the page. But for the users coming from fintech marketplaces and aggregators, we put it on the top of the page. And it boosted conversions like about 20%. 20% conversion rate uplift was achieved by that exercise, because for those users, it's just 20% of the users of the traffic, but their conversion rate is much higher because they are much more interested in the loan than others on average, obviously. So it was a great impact, right?
Miss Anna, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I just like great. Okay, so what else for today? Yes, so please, those who interested in personal meeting to get strategies for your company about personalization. Yes, so how to develop your existing personalization, how to improve it, and how to implement hyper-personalization, please let us know for INDI administrator. So we're glad to follow up and schedule meetings. And if any other questions for today, otherwise, we'd like to say, so while you still prepare your other questions, we'd like to say that Mr. Dmitry is ready for meetings in Indonesia. Yes. So as soon as you interested to increase profit of your business, please contact us to schedule meeting and to discuss that opportunity. And Mr. Andrei is also happy with his expertise to join meetings online, so will help us when it's already there is certain requests and there is certain vision about how we potentially can collaborate. Yes, so we understand that in Indonesia now digital business is really growing very fast, and we also understand that personalization, hyper-personalization especially, it is a solution which can help for giants and medium business as well. So for large businesses and for medium businesses as well, it can help to compete in this very fast growing market and to compete among really strong players. So what can support strong player is to become more to create like more customized experience for its users, right? So it's exactly where world goes. Yes, so to be more personalized and more personalized, and we happy that Gravity Field has decided to be presented in Indonesia as well and ready to serve Indonesian business. Yes, so let us know if any other questions regarding, we already answered about security. Yes, we answered that Gravity Field doesn't get access to big data, but manage this big data and apply it into a right way to increase sales, to manage content, and to create some magic in your interface. Yes, so we also answered some question regarding AI, how exactly AI is implemented. And because of course a platform has its tools which can be manually adjusted, and platform as well has tools which can be driven by AI, so it optimizes work inside company, inside business, and also Gravity platform helps for business really to optimize workflow process, to make normal things much faster, right? So gentlemen will correct me if I say something, but yeah, I think we had quite a lot of questions. Yes, also regarding business model, it is subscription model which allows you to launch Gravity platform for a certain amount of your users first, to try it, to see how does it work, and then to scale up, for example, for all your service, for all your customers, yes, for all the segments. So if any other questions, please let us know, or we go to conclusion. Yes. Looks like chat becomes looks like we had already many questions, so we had already many answers, and now it's okay.
Just maybe sorry, Anna, if I can jump in. I have this little bit of suggestion from my end. So actually, we had quite a collection of customer case studies about personalization, which we actually didn't cover all of them because of the timing. But we have much more. We have really. I told that we collected personalization experience and best practices from hundreds of clients from all over the world. We're happy to share it. Actually, for my suggestion for participants of this webinar, of this event, if you have a commerce business, a bank, telecom app, or whatever, and if you're interested to talk with us and understand the personalization insights and suggestions, cases, best practices in your specific sector, in your specific industry, just get in touch with us, and we will be happy to do a free session, like a little bit of consultant session. So we will prepare personalization cases for you. For example, we will talk to you and suggest a lot of cases that would be relevant to yours. Right?
Yes, and it was a question about pricing, how much this technology costs. So it's actually based on amount of users, and based on this amount of users, we can calculate. So it's, as Mr. Andrei mentioned, it's better to jump into the call where we can discuss more briefly what product do you have, what blocks of our technology you can choose, because you can choose different blocks, you can choose different technologies, and of course you can choose different audiences, amount of audience. For example, you can run our personalization platform only for the mobile app or only for website. So based on this information, we can calculate the pricing. Is there any requirements? Only minimum amount of users, as I mentioned. It's better to have not less than 500,000 monthly, 500K. But to be able to work with us in general, we can start with like general overall business recommendations and suggestions. Hope that's clear.
Yes.
Send us your emails, and we will touch soon. We will propose some meetings next week and discuss super personalized, briefly, personalized for your specific needs, for your specific businesses. I will be happy to talk with you guys in person, with everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Exactly, this is a way. Yes, this is the way. So Gravity, of course, as like platform owner for personalization, of course, for business clients of Gravity also has individual and customized approach. So we happy for webinar participants, for those who interested to consider how to apply hyper-personalization in your platform, in your application, in your service. We happy to discuss this individually and prepare for you your personalized strategies for hyper-personalization. Yes, this is the best way to get already clear vision and
Yeah, that's it.
so I think uh, that was very fruitful, very interesting, very on time in the end of just like 45 days before New Year. We know the trends of hyper personalization, the trends actually how to make your digital business growing faster and compete better in market which focus on digitalization. Yes, so that's very on time. This video we will share in YouTube, and of course you can share also with your colleagues so they also get better understanding. And as soon as we replied already so many questions, we're ready to finalize. Thank you for everyone who joined us today, and thank you for your attention, for your questions, and your involvement. We are very glad to make it today. And yeah, see, we had like during today webinar we had like more like 100, around 100 participants, and still so yes, thank you very much everyone. I pass my word to Abi, and or like maybe before Abi, Mr. Andrei, Mr. Dmitry, if you want to say just like some closing words, please, and then Abi will finish and also say some technical things.
Yeah, yes, sure. Thank you very much, everybody, everyone, for joining us today. Once again, our goal today was not to sell something for you, not just to talk about our company. Our goal today was to talk about personalization itself. I hope that it was useful for us. I hope that our trends, our cases, and our expertise was also useful and informative for you. Anyway, that if you have additional questions, if you need to clarify something, if you need more information about us, don't hesitate. Text us, call us, invite us, because we're here in Jakarta, and we will jump into a meeting. We will drink coffee and be very, very happy to meet you, everybody, in person. So yeah, let's keep in touch. I'm not saying goodbye. So yeah, see you.
Iya, Misana, terima kasih ke Misana, Mr. Andre, dan juga Mr. Dimitri ya, udah mengisi acara ini sekian lama. Jadi oke, teman-teman, terima kasih semuanya. Dan juga untuk
Bye.
teman-teman, jangan lupa untuk follow sosial media Inditech ya, dan juga jangan lupa juga untuk follow ke Mr. Dimitri dan juga Andre apabila ada yang ditanyakan. Terima kasih.